we should try. Try one for you.
Yeah, and actually it's not like you want to lie down, but maybe this is a yoga teacher me speaking, but yeah, it's right to live tall and it's fine.
So we are live now, so people will hear you, but they cannot see you. Hello to everyone who's there, watching live. So usually a few minutes for people to join in, and then we'll get started with some guidance. Okay, hello CLA. Okay, Bonjourno to Bailey and Jacob and Ricardo and Steven. Hopefully the audio is all right and you can hear me. I think everyone in here can hear me. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Great. So we'll be waiting around for about 5 or so minutes before we get started. Any questions before we do get started? Maybe you have a question
A question
about meditation or what we're doing.
No, I'm really curious to hear from you. So
Great.
maybe the question I'll make it afterwards.
Afterwards, okay.
So because at the moment I don't know what kind of question to be asking.
Sounds great. Okay. Hi there, Cindy and Anna.
Do you want a microphone?
I don't know what to hook up to a speaker.
Yeah.
Probably not. That probably wouldn't be better. But maybe tomorrow we can go to the shop and then plug into the phone.
I have this as well, but I have to look for it.
Oh.
I have these kind of things, but I have to look for it.
Oh, okay. So maybe as we give time for people to join in, we can share a bit, if you're comfortable, what is your experience with meditation?
With meditation, I've been in Hare Krishna temple.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Oh, I was a Hare Krishna Bhakti.
Bhakti, yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
before.
In Florence,
Oh.
and I had my first experience over there.
Oh.
And
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, wonderful.
And so I had my first experience in this nice temple, and I get used to new practice, a new concept of life with those people like 4 years ago. So since then I start to read the Bhagavad Gita, and life is really interesting.
So 4 years ago you start your meditation
Yes,
practice.
3, 4, I don't remember now. And thanks to them, I really appreciate life.
You still chanting Hare Krishna?
Yes,
That's your main meditation practice?
to sing it, Hare Krishna, yes.
Oh, you should sing sometime here, you know?
Yeah, it's really nice.
It can be the...
So, the Hare Krishna is always in my head, and it always helps me for everything.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's a really complete mantra.
Yeah.
I don't need much more to think about it.
Oh,
It's already enough.
great. Okay, so you have a Hare Krishna experience.
Yes.
All right. Would you like to share your meditation experience?
Yeah, sure, thank you. I guess my first good experience or a longer introduction to meditation was with Vipassana Goenkai, Germany. I did also about 4 years ago. I did a 10-day silent Vipassana, and since then I did every year one retreat, let's say like this.
Hare Krishna and Vipassana.
No, Vipassana.
This one, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna Vipassana, yes. And yeah, since I'm here, I try to definitely do every day, and otherwise irregular, but also hopefully more than.
All right. Ciela, would you like to share a little, to say a little something about your meditation practice?
Yeah, I started in 2004 in Thailand, Buddha Dasa Bhikkhu, which is mainly Vipassana, short, which is 12 step, whatever, is Vipassana. And then, then I had different experience with Goenka or different place. And then in Burma, mostly Chittanupassana and Dhammanupassana and
Vipassana practice.
yeah, I never had much of other type of meditation. I mean, not seriously.
And you would say Ciela teaches Vipassana?
I think he teaches
Or Tamasana? Yeah.
I would say he teaches Dhammanupassana.
Yeah. Okay. All right, wonderful. Is it all right if everyone here okay to be on film? If I just show the viewers at home who are going to join us in practicing meditation together? They would be very happy to see, I'm sure. And anyone who's watching this, if you come to Italy, you can come and live here indefinitely. Right, yeah. So everyone who's seeing this is welcome to come and live in Italy indefinitely. For the rest of your to do good deeds and practice non-attachment, that's right. You'll have to go through me to get here, so you better be doing good deeds. And you can see it's Italy, not false advertising. Italy is right out the door.
The church is there.
Oh yeah, the Italian church is right here. And the flags also. And because there is Wi-Fi in the square, we could probably go right over to to the church, but we're not going to do that. We're going to practice meditation. Okay, so keep it here. So we have 18 people joining us online and 5 people here, including myself. Southern Italy is where we're at. Okay, so getting started with our meditation practice, we first have to consider the body. So finding a comfortable position to sit in is very important. It doesn't need to be a special meditation position, but you do need to be somewhat comfortable, somewhat stable, a position that your body can relax into. So taking a few moments to wiggle around and find that comfortable position for your body. Closing your eyes if you like, and beginning to bring your attention onto the breath. Starting with perhaps 3 or 4 very deep, conscious breaths. To really gather your attention and your presence and bringing it to the here and now, bringing it to your body as your body is sitting here right now. And as you begin to bring your attention onto the body, focusing on your breath, don't worry about any sounds or success in your meditation or any complicated method. Pretending as if you were being paid $1,000 a minute to just breathe. So you're very interested, you're very invested in this practice of just breathing. And as you begin to focus on the breath, noticing sensations in the body, different aspects of having a body, such as some pain or uncomfortableness, maybe a feeling of gravity or weight of the body. Maybe feeling tension or tightness in the body. Whatever it is that you notice or feel as you are focusing on breathing, totally accepting it without any judgments, without trying to get more of any sensation or feeling, and also without trying to avoid or to get away from any particular sensation or feeling. So even if there's a feeling of pain or uncomfortableness, which is very common in the body. Continuing to focus on your breath and being with that pain, that feeling of having a body. Any disturbance or confusion, any sensation that you feel during your meditation, taking that as the reminder to return back to your breath and to just being here with your body, with your mind. Hearing sounds, seeing things or seeing darkness. The whole of your experience, just a reminder to return back to your breath. As you breathe, allowing the mind to calm and simplify, allowing yourself to just sit and breathe. Notice the mind, thoughts, being aware of how the mind always wants to do something, to get involved with something, to figure something out. The past and the future, this real movie, this real story that we're so involved with, so caught up in. And for these few moments, not rejecting this story, not rejecting this past and future, but for these few moments, entering the path of meditation, entering the path of a yogi, and just breathing. Taking all artifacts and aspects of that story, all thoughts, sensations, judgments, as the reminders to return back to the breath. To return again and again to this natural state of being aware. Just breathing and being aware. And if you do need to move because of pain or confusion, move slowly, carefully, as if each and every moment was the first and last moment of your entire life. Noticing very directly how sensations, sounds, thoughts, your entire life at this moment is coming up and going away. You notice the sensation and then it's gone. You see something and then it changes. You feel pain and then you don't. Breathing and noticing. Breathing and letting go of any mind of keeping or figuring out or judging. Breathing in an attentive, curious attention of all your experience, and breathing out, letting go. Breathing in, noticing, figuring out. Breathing out, letting go of all expectation. Breathing in, noticing. Breathing out. Letting go. Usually, the normal way of life and living is to jump and shake around, getting involved in things for some kind of goal. And in that way, we're always making a mess, always searching for stimulation. But we cannot control what kind of stimulation we experience. So we find that the more that we search for and experience pleasure, the more we also experience pain, loss. So in meditation, rather than stimulating ourselves, rather than sitting on needles and thorns, we are just breathing. Just allowing the mind to settle itself. We're not trying to empty the mind, but rather be with the mind without any opposition or interference. And so the breath is our method of being with our experience, whatever that happens to be. There's no need to know where we are. There's no need to know what we're doing. Just breathing. Just hearing. Just feeling sensations. Moment by moment, getting distracted, getting involved in some experience, turning to the breath. Returning to noticing. It is said that in meditation there is great power, great healing, great fearlessness, great compassion. This is exactly meditation. Moment by moment, being with the mind, being with the body, being with the breath. finding without looking, being aware without effort. Just breathing. Whatever distraction or difficulty we experience in our meditation is exactly our meditation. It is not having an empty, clear mind that makes us meditators. It is the practice of getting used to coming back again and again to nature, to awareness, to the breath. All of the sensations and thoughts, distractions that we experience happening under this umbrella of our awareness. If we are willing to be aware, the rain of distractions can become a joyous celebration of peace. With each and every sensation and distraction, another encouragement to be aware, to accept. This quality of acceptance is far beyond liking or disliking. This ability to accept is at the heart of wisdom. Each and every time that we meditate, that we stay with our awareness, we can approach it with the mind of, this is my entire life. This very moment is at the heart of my entire life. So whether it's boring or entertaining, this is it. This is our life. Being with the breath and the body. Just being. If at any point we don't know, what are we doing? What is meditation? Why am I doing this? Great. Just return back to breathing. As if we were fully immersed in water. For a moment, we may forget how to swim, what to do, where we are. And if we struggle, not knowing how to swim, we may in fact sink. But if we go back to breathing and being aware, we naturally find a state of buoyancy. We float. We are just aware, just breathing. With each and every breath, bringing the thinking, story, pain, pleasure mind home to the body. Establishing ourselves in the here and now. embracing and really being very aware, really noticing how the mind gets so easily defeated, so easily distracted. We fall into sleepiness. We fall into wanting to change the situation. But also noticing very deeply and connecting with this ability to endure, to return back to the breath, to being aware. Being really aware of the experience of having a body right now. The experience of having a mind right now. Just breathing and noticing. And with this mind that is somewhat gathered, somewhat attentive, we can take this opportunity to plant the seeds of metta, the seeds of loving kindness. So meditation allows us to work more intimately, more directly with our mind. It enables us to step into the garden of our lives on a more and more subtle level. So taking the position of responsibility for our mind, for our thoughts, for how we take care of ourselves, we can use our thoughts, use our words to plant seeds of metta. Now these words are not spells, it's not a hypnotism, but rather it is a seed of your intention, a seed of your sincerity and consideration for yourself. So I invite you to repeat after me, using your inner voice or your outer voice, starting with ourselves, directing this metta, this loving kindness towards ourselves, to repeat a few of these phrases. And after, I will chant the words that we repeat in the traditional Buddhist language. So repeating after me with your heart, your sincerity, your consideration. Really saying to yourself, may I be free from ill will and danger. May I be free from ill will and danger. May I be free from ill will and danger. suffering. May I be free from all mental suffering. May I be totally free from all mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be totally free from physical suffering. May I truly become free from all physical suffering. May I take care of myself happily. May I take care of myself happily. May I always do my very best to take care of myself. And so in metta, we are maintaining our awareness practice, our mindfulness, and repeating these phrases of loving kindness towards ourselves. We're also tapping into the energy, the legitimacy, the viability of loving kindness towards ourselves without excuses. There's an energy of it that we hopefully feel, we touch into. So breathing and feeling that energy in the body, that energy of loving kindness. And as we repeat these phrases, sending that out to all beings. May all beings be free from ill will and danger. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May all beings take care of themselves happily. May all beings take care of themselves happily. May all beings be happy. May all beings be happy. May the people that I love be free from suffering. May the people that I love be free from suffering. May the people that I do not know be free from suffering. May those people that I do not know be free from suffering. May the people that I do not like be free from all their suffering. May the people that I dislike be free from all their suffering. May all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May it be so. May it be so. May it be so. So now for a few more moments of our meditation, being in this space of metta and mindfulness, I will offer a metta chanting in the traditional Buddhist language, and then we will finish with the sound of the bell. Sukhiyatanam pariharami Sabbe sata vera hontu Avyapajya hontu Anika hontu Sukhiyatanam pariharantu Sukhita hota Dukkha muccata Sadhu. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining here in Italy in person, and also people joining online. At this time, if anyone would like to ask some questions or share their experience, we have the time for doing that. So you're welcome to share in the live chat here on YouTube, and we may also hear from some people who are joining us here live in this very room. I'm going to move the camera so that they can be seen and heard, if that's all right with everyone. And hopefully I can still be heard from my faraway place. I'll do it this way. Maybe you can sit over there. I feel you have some questions.
I'm fine here, thank you.
What was your experience?
My experience was really real because I really heard what you were saying, and I was following your thoughts, without confusion. So everything was real. And I feel really in peace and happy for what we did together tonight.
Great. Thank you everyone at home for joining us. Guessing you're at your home. Anna and Air to Roma.
I felt your guidance was really helpful,
Thank you.
especially the many different images that can make you help understand the idea behind it. So I remember, for instance, that concept of buoyancy, which is something that it's not logical to relate this to meditation, but if you, the way you put it forward is, it makes sense, just letting it float up. I was wondering at the beginning whether you would guide us throughout the whole hour, but actually you did, so this was helpful for me.
Okay, great.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, I always think about buoyancy in meditation because I think that meditation is something that can help us to it's not necessarily that we don't have lows or depression or anxiety or these difficult experiences, but when we have a meditation practice, we're more buoyant. We don't sink and then sinking for hours and weeks and days of depression, but we have a difficulty and then we kind of come up more buoyant, more attentive to taking care of our mind.
And it corresponds somehow with lifting yourself to a higher vibration even.
Yeah, the first steps is a buoyancy, and then you may find that you're floating out of the water. But there's no real instruction that's going to lift you out of the water. It's kind of allowing yourself to be naturally buoyant, and then you have these experiences that may be more spiritual. We have some words from people joining us online. Ricardo says, this meditation was wonderful. I heard in the background some noise I'm used to hearing, and I was able to consolidate my practice. All right, Ricardo, that's great to hear that. Stephen says, thank you, Bhante. I always find the loving kindness metta to be very powerful, and it affects my thinking long after meditation. Anna says, agreed, the sounds were perfect and beautiful. I feel so privileged and honored to have meditated with all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Bhante. Your guidance was wonderful. So lots of kind words and nice sharing there. All right, everyone, so I think we'll end it here. end the live stream. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you all for being here. And maybe some closing words from Siale, who is the abbotess of this center, and the person who you'll be speaking to if you want to live here indefinitely.
Well, I'm very glad you came here and that you shared your knowledge and your motivation to everybody. And I invite everybody to come here to make an experience, to make good deeds, to learn about detachment in a very natural condition. And if you don't have a chance to come here, then keep on following us as much as you can.
That's right. So if you couldn't hear clearly, if you can get a ticket to Italy, you can come and live here and practice non-attachment and do good deeds. All right? Thank you everyone so much for joining, for being here, and that's the end.